Welcome to The Lift with Sheila Robinson Kiss. Come on in. There's always a special place set aside for you here where you can relax, kick up your heels, pour yourself a nice, refreshing drink, and prepare to be lifted and soar. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, and welcome back to The Lift with Sheila Robinson Kiss. Mental health, movement, motivation, the best relationship advice around. So if you are loving the channel, loving what I'm doing, please don't forget to subscribe, share the news of the channel with your friends and family. Don't keep all the goodies to yourself. So let's dive in. I received a letter last week, two separate letters, one from Jermaine, one from Christine, both involving issues around love and relationships. You guys, it's a mixed bag. I can't stress it enough. Anyone who says, oh, I've got the formula, I've got the corner market on this, they're lying. Because in many cases, I've seen it where these, what we call the long shot relationships, people look, they're like, that ain't gonna work. Works beautifully. They go off into the sunset. I've seen situations where, oh my God, they're so compatible. They look so amazing. It couldn't be better. And it goes belly up in a couple years. So why is that? Why is that? I want to just take a nice, smooth dive, if you will, into this topic and put some things on your mind about love and relationships. First thing out of the gate, love is not enough. It's not enough. I'm a lover of relationships. I'm a lover of humanity. I've been fascinated by relationships since I could remember. And the beautiful thing about relationships is every single relationship you have, whether it's with your children, whether it's with your coworkers, love interest, you get to experience a unique part of you that only that particular relationship can access because we are so unique. So there's a mix that happens between all relationships, really no exceptions. But that said, when we talk about our love relationships, our significant other, I'll stress to you again, love is not enough. This is why. Love as a feeling, as a ooey gooey, oh my God, I love the way you eat your pizza. Oh my God, look at your eyes. I like the way you walk. I just saw you 2 hours ago, but I miss you so much. Come on back. Love as a feeling, a highly charged feeling, is very different than love as a consistent choice that will carry you through the ups and downs of not just managing your evolution, but taking into consideration the evolution of this person that you're paired with, whether that evolution is a year you're together, whether that's 40 or 50 years. What we do, when we're choosing and we pair up, we are not taking into consideration how much we will change over a lifetime. Some of it you can't take into consideration because you don't even know yourself. So my hope is that this video message will really shed some light, whether you're in a relationship and you're kind of figuring things out, or you just want the information for your own edification, whether you're considering going into a relationship, or whether a relationship for you has ended and you're kind of just dissecting it because you want to make better choices in the future. This is a wonderful video message for your heart, body, mind, spirit, soul as relationships are concerned. I want to talk about three areas that can often be neglected, or we can just skate over them. Three areas that really have to do with the success or the failure of a relationship, or the tension that you hold in a relationship, or the ease of the relationship. A couple things can be true at once. You can love someone and be tired as hell of just certain elements of the relationship. I love you, but I am exhausted by you. You can love someone deeply, and also be incompatible with them in terms of building a life. You can love someone to the moon and back. And there are elements within that relationship that are experienced for both of you as simply toxic. There's no way around it. I can't pretty that up. I've been in this space for this will be my 25th year, and I've seen a lot. I don't know if I've seen it all. Hopefully, I haven't seen it all, and there's still some more wonderful experiences to have and people to work with, research to do. But I'll tell you, it's been a robust, a full experience, a full body of work. This is what I know to be true. That relationship doesn't matter what book you read, video, twirls, retreats, at their core, a healthy or unhealthy relationship has everything to do with the needs you have as a human being, as a child of God, taking this walk, the needs that you have put next to, are your needs met? How many of the needs are met in the relationship? I tell a lot of people, listen, if you come in and you have 10 needs and 8 of those are met, that's good. That's nice, generally. If you have 10 needs and 1 or 2 or 0 are being met, that's toxic. That's a negative. It can be a very degrading, burdensome type of experience, because all of us require food and fuel. Just like you get up, oh, I'm going to have a cracker, I'm going to have a snack, I'm going to have an apple. That's fuel to keep you going through the day. When you're in a relationship, if you have the need for touch, and you don't get that on a consistent basis, that you're not being fueled. And as a matter of fact, it's quite the opposite. You're going to start to decompensate in the relationship because this is something, an identified need that you're not getting. So I tell people out of the gate, be real with yourself about what your needs are. What do you need to function in a healthy way in a relationship? And I see people make these adjustments, compromises, and they'll sometimes people flat out lie about that all the time. Oh no, that's good, that's good. Then you get 3 years in, 4 years in, 10 years in, like, I didn't realize what a huge sacrifice that would be. I worked with a couple, and beautiful couple, very sweet. One half of the couple had a lot of trauma around um, abandonment, emotional abandonment, physical abandonment, had worked through a lot of that. She ended up being very drawn to her partner, who this individual was a traveler, a very outgoing person, needed to travel a lot for work. Just simply when they were home, they were really home, present, lots of tenderness, beautiful relationship. But the issue was you're gone more than 50% of the time. So you can imagine this partner who was very much wanted that cocooning, that safety, that security, very much, told herself, when I get a partner, this is what's important to me. I really want a nest. I want them consistently there. Met this person, and that kind of went out the window. Oh, you're amazing. I can adjust. Comes to find out this individual could not. So we're getting into our work, and they look at me, and what do we do? This is my career. This is a requirement. But then over on this side, it's my partner is literally suffering when I'm gone. It's too much. What do you want me to say? You're going to either A, need to find a different career, ask for some adjustments or changes, or B, you're really going to have to do more adjusting and suck it up more than you already have. Those are your options. And it goes back to your partner. This is my deep belief, personally and professionally, that the person you're paired with must be set apart. They have to be the most important person in your relationship atmosphere or orbit. let me tell you why I'm saying that. Because if the relationship isn't set apart, I'll get these calls, he's flirting over here, or, she's flirting over here, or, Sheila, there's no touch and affection in our relationship. Then what sets it apart? If you're out here flirting with Mary, John, Jill, and Jack, what sets your love relationship apart? If you're out here kind of touching everyone, anything goes, what sets the relationship apart into a special territory? So my feeling is that the most successful relationships have this beautiful intimate bubble. Certain things, you may have a friend who's male, female, whatever the case may be, but this is my partner over here. This energy is set aside for them. This kind of touch and this kind of attention is set aside for my partner. Also, coming back to needs, if you want a successful relationship, find out what your partner's needs are. Sit down, talk about it. Okay, this is my plan to meet your needs. Vice versa, this is my plan to meet your needs. If there's obstacles, figure out how to get the obstacle out of the way or work around it. Because literally, the most successful relationships, and this is different for us all, they're people who are getting their needs met. When your needs are met, you're happy. Some of us, we have the need. I've worked with people. I need a certain amount of space. I need a certain amount of time to myself. I've had people say, I really have the need. I want that robust family time that does something. Other people say, I have the need for my partner to actually sit and talk to me and talk about issues and the mental stimulation. People have different needs around levels of physical intimacy, sex, what have you. And I'm telling you, if you allow yourself to go lacking in that area of needs, or you allow your partner to do that, you are going to feel the drag on your relationship. And I'll tell you, a lot of the work that I do is helping families, couples renegotiate their relationships. And I can't stress enough, you don't do yourself any favors by denying what you need. I worked with a woman who literally, she had let the character, and her partner did too, let the nature of their relationship became very much roommates. Would be, there was just really no physical touch, no hugging, no kissing. And she had become so indoctrinated to it that she felt funny. Sheila, it's gone on so long, I don't even know how to ask, how to do that. How you do it is, I'm big on tools and how you do it is, what, I heard this cool video. This woman was talking about needs getting met and how important it is. I want to sit down with you and check in this area. That's how you do it. It never ceases to amaze me that people share intimate spaces together, people who've been naked together, traveled together. You're literally sharing your life, and there's topics that you'll put off limits because you're intimidated by it, because things have gone a certain way for so long. We have to get ourselves out of that. It's just not healthy. Doesn't matter if your hands get shaky, you're nervous, just start. But that piece about needs is really so very crucial, because it builds the foundation, it builds the bedrock of a strong relationship. I myself, I remember meeting Mr. Kiss, and we were just, talking about life, relationships, different things we had been through. And one of the reasons why I love him so much, he's a very gentle soul, a very gentle soul. I knew, and I got married later in life specifically because knowing myself, growing through this work, there's just some things that I'm going to need tended to. And I've had a lot of trauma around just yelling, screaming, behaviors like this. I know my nerves cannot take that. It's just not good for me, mind, body, spirit, soul. And he's gentle. He honors that. That's a need, a strong primary need that I have. It gets met. He has certain needs. The boxes are checked. So that's really what it is, guys. You can do that on a piece of paper. What are my needs? How many are getting met? And you will see it's a mathematical formula. Just look, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to see if it's a high percentage of needs getting met, likely you're pretty darn happy and satisfied in that relationship. If it's a low percentage, the work then is rolling up your sleeves, meeting the needs. The second element I really encourage folks to pay attention to is how you resolve conflict. How do you resolve conflict? I work with folks who handle conflict in a variety of ways. Some people shut down. I will punish you by not talking to you. Or if I'm not punishing you, I don't know what to do. So I shut down because I can go into myself. I don't have to deal with it. Some people hit below the belt. You're stupid. This happened last year. That's why this happened. So going below the belt, very maladaptive response to conflict, because what you do is you erode trust. Yet and still, there's other folks who do a combination of both, or they're passive aggressive. I'm going to punish you in an area that has nothing to do with what the issue is. Oh, I'm going to be late picking up the children, or you thought we were going somewhere Friday. I'm just going to cancel that. I'm not going to deal with the issue, but I'm going to punish you in a passive aggressive way. If you have not cultivated the skill set to come, sit down, be vulnerable, talk it out, even if you're doing that, even if you're in conflict 5 to 10% of the relationship and the other 95 to 90% is good, that 5 to 10%, when you hit below the belt, say things that are cruel, when you're not on the same page, your partner's not tended to, that small percentage will pull that 90% down faster than anything else. This is why, one of the most heartbreaking couples that I work with, beautiful, gorgeous couple. I really enjoyed working with them because super creative. They both had a lot of passion and warmth toward one another, had come through the ranks together, just in life and in school. And I'll tell you, I was rooting for them. I was rooting for them. But at the end of the day, it did not work out. Why? Because they could not calm themselves down, mind, body, spirit, soul. They were both mean fighters. They were mean fighters, and they just could not take the necessary risks to be vulnerable and really heal that aspect of themselves so the relationship could heal. But till this day, a lot of people that I've worked with keep in touch, drop me a line. Till this day, both of them are, they're in new relationships, both have families, they've moved on. But if you ask them individually, who's the great love of my life? It's interesting. It's not really their spouse. They love their spouse. They love their families, but they would both tell you it's this person. What was it for me? And it's sad because they didn't go on to have the children together and to, ride shotgun, ride or die relationship. And it's because they could not figure out how to resolve conflict. The popcorn, cotton candy, ice cream aspects of the relationship are easy. How do you resolve your conflict? You got to revisit your childhood to understand your patterns in that area. There's videos here. I will link them on this video that can help you do that, unpack some of that childhood stuff. And then lastly, um, answering this question in the affirmative. Is my partner, I started with this, I'm going to end with this. Is my partner the most important person to me? If your partner is the most important person to you, you have them set aside. They feel that specialness. They feel that. And if they're not the most important, then we need to make an assessment. Because if you're important to me, if you're special to me, there's people in my life, they are very special to me. I do special things for them. They're set aside. I know a lot of people. I love people. I care about a lot of people, but there's little pockets of people they're set aside. I do special things. They can feel that. So to be able to answer that question in the affirmative, they are special to me, but not only are they special to me, do they feel that? Do I do things that let them know you are set apart, you are my number one, you are here, you have a place of honor in my life? If you can't answer that in the affirmative and they can't answer that in the affirmative and say, I feel like I'm the most important one in their relationship orbit, then we're teetering, guys. We need to do some revisiting and recalibrating. So to wrap it all up and bring things full circle, there's a lot that goes into making a relationship successful. And I have to tell you again, if I don't bring in that spiritual component, that I'm not, providing you the best service. I can't say it enough. I made a video last week. I talked about this toxic energy that comes in, divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. You guys, when you come across someone in life that you can laugh with, that you can enjoy, they've got your back, it's good, it's rich. You may have a few issues to work on. Decide that you're going to work on it and not let any energy get in there that would divide and conquer and just crush the relationship for the worst. Energies like gossip, energies such as hauntings and demons from the past, energies such as things that you haven't dealt with, behaviors you have that pull the relationship down. Clean it up. Clean it up. Do what is necessary. Put it on project status. Get yourself together. Life is better when we are sharing it, when we're in harmony, when we are healthy. I could go on and on and on, but I'd rather talk about it in another video in the future. You guys, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll be coming back at you soon with some more awesome content. Thank you so much. See you soon.